Welcome to Passive to Powerful channel. How fear makes you poor and confidence makes you rich. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to attract success and wealth, while others, no matter how hard they work, always seem to be struggling? What if I told you the secret isn't just about hard work, education, or even luck? What if the biggest difference lies in something deep inside you, your mindset, specifically the battle between fear and confidence? Today, we're diving deep into a powerful idea: how fear keeps you poor, and how building genuine confidence can pave your path to wealth. This isn't about magical thinking. It's about the very real psychological triggers that dictate your financial destiny. Let's start with fear. Fear is a natural human emotion, a survival instinct. It warns us of danger. But in the modern world, especially when it comes to money, our fear response often goes into overdrive and works against us. It whispers toxic little stories in our ear. It sounds like this: don't ask for that raise, they'll think you're greedy and fire you. Or, don't start that business, 90% of them fail, you'll lose everything. Or maybe, don't invest in that stock, the market's too volatile, you'll lose all your savings. Sound familiar? This is what I call the scarcity mindset. It's a mindset completely governed by fear. Fear of loss, fear of failure, fear of judgment. When you operate from a place of scarcity, you see the world as a place of limited resources and constant threats. Every financial decision is defensive. You're playing not to lose instead of playing to win. So how does this practically keep you poor? First, fear paralyzes you. It leads to inaction. That brilliant business idea you had, it stays a daydream because the fear of failure is too overwhelming. That opportunity to invest early in a promising company, you pass on it because the fear of losing money is stronger than the potential for gain. Over time, this inaction compounds. While others are taking calculated risks and growing their wealth, you're stuck on the sidelines, watching your financial potential wither away simply because you were too afraid to take the first step. You choose the safety of a stagnant savings account over the growth potential of investing, and inflation slowly eats away your purchasing power. Second, fear makes you settle for less. It destroys your sense of self-worth. You don't negotiate your salary because you're afraid of confrontation. You accept lowball offers for your services because you fear the client will walk away. You stay in a dead-end, low-paying job you hate because the fear of the unknown, of finding something better, is just too scary. You convince yourself that this is good enough, when deep down you know you're capable of so much more. This settling isn't humility. It's fear masquerading as practicality. Over a lifetime, this settling can cost you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in lost income and opportunities. Third, fear makes you a terrible investor. Fear-based decisions are almost always emotional decisions. You hear a scary headline, panic, and sell your investments at the bottom of the market, locking in your losses. Then, when the market recovers and everyone else is celebrating, you're too scared to get back in, missing the entire rebound. You buy high out of FOMO, fear of missing out, and sell low out of panic. This is the exact opposite of the classic wealth-building formula: buy low, sell high. Fear flips the script and guarantees you lose money over the long term. Now, let's flip the coin and talk about confidence. And I need to be clear here. I'm not talking about blind arrogance or reckless overconfidence. That's just as dangerous as fear. I'm talking about genuine, earned confidence. This is the abundance mindset. It's a belief in your own abilities, a belief that there are opportunities everywhere, and a belief that you can handle setbacks and learn from them. Someone with an abundance mindset sees the world differently. When they see a challenge, they also see an opportunity. When they fail, they don't see a dead end. They see a data point, a lesson to be learned. So, how does this confidence make you rich? First, confidence fuels action. A confident person isn't afraid to ask for the raise because they've done their research and know their value. They're willing to start that side hustle or small business, not because they're guaranteed to succeed, but because they are confident in their ability to figure things out, adapt, and handle whatever comes their way. They understand that the biggest risk is often taking no risk at all. They see a calculated risk not as a threat, but as a doorway to growth. This bias towards action is what creates opportunities out of thin air. Second, confidence allows you to command your worth. Confident people negotiate. They set their prices and stand by them because they believe in the value they provide. They're not afraid to walk away from a bad deal because they have the self-assurance that a better opportunity will come along. This isn't about being aggressive or demanding. It's about having a quiet, firm understanding of what you bring to the table. This one skill, the ability to confidently negotiate for yourself, is one of the fastest ways to increase your lifetime earnings. Third, confidence makes you a patient and rational investor. A confident investor does their homework. They create a solid financial plan, and they stick to it. When the market panics, they don't. They see a downturn not as a catastrophe, but as a potential buying opportunity sale on great assets. They trust their research and their long-term strategy. They have the emotional fortitude to ride out the waves because their confidence isn't based on the daily whims of the market, but on a solid foundation of knowledge and a long-term vision. They play the long game, and the long game is where true wealth is built. So the big question is, how do you get there? How do you shift from a fear-based scarcity mindset to a confidence-fueled abundance mindset? It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. It starts with small wins. Confidence is built on evidence. You can't just tell yourself, I am confident. You have to prove it to yourself. Start small. Set a tiny, achievable financial goal. Maybe it's saving an extra $20 this week. Maybe it's reading one chapter of a book about investing. When you achieve it, acknowledge it. That's a small piece of evidence. Then set a slightly bigger goal. Maybe it's opening a high-yield savings account or setting up an automatic transfer to an investment account. Each time you succeed, you are literally rewiring your brain. You are building a track record of success that your fear can't argue with. Next, you have to embrace education. Fear thrives in darkness and uncertainty. The best way to combat fear is with knowledge. Are you afraid of investing? Don't just avoid it. Start learning about it. Read books, watch reputable YouTube channels, take a course. The more you understand how money and markets actually work, the less scary they become. You'll start to see that it's not a casino. It's a system with rules you can learn. Knowledge transforms fear of the unknown into a manageable, calculated risk. Finally, surround yourself with the right people. If your circle is filled with people who are constantly complaining about being broke and how the system is rigged, that scarcity mindset will rub off on you. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that have an abundance mindset. People who talk about opportunities, growth, and solutions, not just problems. Their energy and perspective are contagious. You'll start to see that financial success is possible because you're seeing it happen for the people around you. Remember, the voice of fear will always be there. It's part of our wiring. The goal isn't to eliminate fear completely. The goal is to build your confidence up so loud that it drowns out the whispers of fear. It's about learning to acknowledge the fear, say thank you for your input, and then take the confident action anyway. Your financial future isn't predetermined. It's a story you are writing every single day with every single decision. Are you letting fear write a story of scarcity, missed opportunities, and regret? Or are you picking up the pen, armed with confidence, knowledge, and action, to write a story of abundance, growth, and freedom? The choice is yours. Thank you so much for watching Passive to Powerful channel. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building wealth and a winning mindset. Let me know in the comments one small, confident action you're going to take this week. I can't wait to read them. I'll see you in the next video.